And welcome to Crafting with Barbara. So my tutorial today is going to be a fake bake. And remember a couple videos ago, maybe like a video or two ago, I'm not sure. I made my spaghetti on the fork. So today we are going to make some cereal on my spoon. Because I need to put both of them up, but I didn't want to put like pasta on both. So I wanted to change it up. So here's the spoon. It's a little messed up right there because there was something there and I went to like take it off and it messed it up. But I don't care because that's going to be covered. And then like my fork, I didn't do the back because that's going to be against the wall. You're not going to see it. So we're good on that. Okay, so I wanted to make some Apple Jacks for my cereal. I got some spackle right here. I feel a little lost today. I'm sorry, guys. But, so, it's been a while since I had some spackle. I have a little bit of here that I already added some white paint to. This is going to be our milk. And then on the side here, I have my cereals that I made out of orange clay and green clay from Dollar General. If you look closely, I don't know if you guys can see, I put like little tiny little red dots on my cereal. I was trying to figure out how I can make them look like frosted like this, and my head was going all over the place. I said I'm not gonna go through this, but we're making some Apple Jacks, so we're making them my way. Anyways, this is one of my favorite cereals. So let's set this behind us. Boom. And then let's get started. This is gonna be a quick video, I tell you. Also, all I did was take some spackle. I added a little bit of white paint to it because it didn't look too white to me, but it looks good now. Just giving it an extra little mixture here. And I want to put it where you guys can see. Alright, so what I was thinking was to just take some spackle and fill up our spoon with it. I want to make sure I get a good amount in there. You set it down. If you hear a little walking around, like always, I have always a dog next to me. Trying to just move it a little bit slowly over to the edge of the spoon. See? So we got our milk in there. I want it to kind of make some parts that look like it's like going over our spoon. See? just clump a little more right here. Set this over to the side and then see how I did that. And I was thinking we just see. All right. Set this here. There. All right, now, like I said, I was trying to figure out how I can make my, see, now you guys can see the little, I could not figure out how I can make them look like a little frosty type. I was trying to think and think and think, and I was like, I don't know. Because you see how, like, the real ones look like frosted, but you can see the little red dots. So I couldn't, I don't know, I just couldn't come up with what to do for that part. So I gave up. So let's start putting our little cereals down. Remember, they're both colors is on there, so just place them around. Look at that. Who else likes Apple Jacks? I don't want to put that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I hate when I get it in my hand. And I'm going to just slowly give them like a slow push down. Not too hard. You want them to look like they're stuck in the milk, but not drowning in the milk. Or not like too up. I think that looks pretty cool. Then I was thinking about taking a, matter of fact, I think we could just take this piece So I was thinking about taking a piece of parchment paper, and I wanted to try maybe okay. So anyway, sorry, I got stuck. So I'm gonna put it here, that way you guys can see what I'm doing. So what I was thinking about doing was on the parchment paper putting a glop So you see how I put a glop of spackle on, and then we're going to take our little cereal and we're going to like put like that. So, because I was thinking, once this dries, get it off the parchment paper, and then wherever I hang this, have this on the side as my like drip down milk. See? And then once it dries, I'll take it off the parchment paper. I'll take it off and make it look like a little drip type. You know, like you drip cereal down. So there's that. Told you this was going to be a quick video. So if you guys want to see how real quick, let's cover up the spackle. We don't want that to dry. We don't want no spackle to go to waste at all. Okay, spackle put away. So what I did was I took a little bit of this paint with a toothpick, and that's how I made my little red spots on it. Okay, so let's show you guys real quick. So what I did was just take a tiny little piece. I have like this little tool thing here. I roll it into a ball. Slowly push down like this to make it just a little flat. I take this little tool thing and I pushed it straight into the middle. And you see how it wants to pop right here? I just did this. And then slowly pop it out, and then with my fingers adjust it, adjust the back, and there you go. That's how I did my little Cheerios. See? And I did the same thing with the green, And what I did was I let it sit and get completely dry on both sides. And then I went in with my little toothpick and put the little red spots in. So, because I was going to do like a little bow, a tiny little bow on the side with cereal in it and, you know, milk. But I was like, I really don't want to do that. Because then I had to figure out how I was going to hang the bow and the spoon. At least the spoon has a hole in the top here where it hangs from. So, that was going to be easy. Okay, guys, so, this tutorial is done. I told you it was going to be a quick and easy one. I do a lot of my clay things off camera now because it just takes too much time and then it's hard to work with when it's soft. So see how I did my little edges? I like that. Just, you keep doing this, it'll keep coming down some, see? And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to look like it was, you know, like coming off the spoon. See how that looks right there? I like that. And then with our little side, little drip thing, let's see if that actually works. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to let it get dry and see what happens and see if it turns out like I said, and then I'll show you guys for sure. But this tutorial is done. Let me bring it closer. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just spackle and clay. And I think it turned out pretty cool. Like I said, my spackle didn't look really white, so all I did was just add white craft paint to it. And that was it. I think it turned out pretty cool. And then here's our little side drip. Hopefully it dries good and I can take it really good off of the parchment paper to do what I wanted to do with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry for it being a little quick and easy one. I gotta see what I come up with next. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.